Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Catering vehicles are on their way. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
boarding requested.
Meine Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen bei uns an Bord. Bitte nutzen Sie zum Verstauen des Handgepäcks auf dem Platz unter dem Vordersitz, außer in der ersten Reihe und in den Notausgangsreihen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Please
Hello,
also
Captain.
use the
We are
space
ready for
under the seats
pushback.
in front of you for stowing your hand luggage, unless you're sitting in the first row or an emergency exit row. Thank you.
Departure check completed. IPA's been inserted.
Meine Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen bei uns an Bord. Bitte nutzen Sie zum Verstauen des Handgepäcks auch den Platz unter dem Vordersitz, außer in der ersten Reihe und in den Notausgangsreihen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Please also use the space under the seats in front of you for stowing your hand luggage, unless you're sitting in the first row or an emergency exit row. Thank you. Boarding completed.
Lufthansa 114, IFR 22 München.
Lufthansa 114, Frankfurt delivery, expect runway 25 center, Kind 4 Foxtrot departure, squawk 1000.
Cinder 4 Foxtrot departure. Squawk 1000, Lufthansa 114.
Lufthansa 114, read back correct. Contact ground 121.965 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.965 when ready. Lufthansa 114.
Asiana 542 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active.
Asiana 542 Heavy, runway 25 center taxi via November 3, Lima, Lima 3.
Runway 25 center taxi via November 3, Lima, Lima 3, Asiana 542 Heavy.
Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo at stand 30, request pushback.
Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo, Frankfurt apron, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo.
Asiana 542 Heavy, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5.
Over to Tower 136.5, Asiana 542 Heavy.
Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy, at stand 46, request pushback and engine start.
Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy, Frankfurt apron, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northeast, Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy.
Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo, request taxi to the active.
Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo, runway 25 center taxi via November 7, Lima, Lima 3.
Runway 25 center taxi via November 7, Lima, Lima 3, Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo.
Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy. Request taxi to the active.
Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy, runway 25 center taxi via November 3, Lima 3.
Runway 25 center taxi via November 3, Lima 3, Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy.
Air India 121 Heavy, gate Bravo 42 taxi via Mike 23, Mike 14. Hold short runway 25 center.
Gate Bravo 42 taxi via Mike 23, Mike 14. Hold short runway 25 center, Air India 121 Heavy.
Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5. Have a good afternoon.
Over to Tower 136.5, Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy.
Saudia 914 Heavy request pushback.
Saudia 914 Heavy, Frankfurt Apron, pushback approved. Face north.
Pushback approved. Face north. Saudia 914 Heavy.
Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta at stand 6, request pushback and engine start.
Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta, Frankfurt Apron, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta.
Lufthansa 2 Lima X-ray gate Alpha 54 Alpha taxi via Mike 17 Mike 24. Hold short runway 25 center.
Gate Alpha 54 Alpha taxi via Mike 17 Mike 24. Hold short runway 25 center. Lufthansa 2 Lima X-ray.
Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5. Bye bye.
Contact Tower 136.5 Air Portugal 5 Alpha Romeo.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, the newest weather shows good conditions. We'll plan to push and start for a 2-engine taxi. There are no hot spots along our taxi route. It will be a left seat takeoff, and no need for radar today. We'll plan for a reduced thrust takeoff. Prior to V1, for any master warning, engine fire, or failure that will prevent the aircraft from flying safely, we'll abort and stop on the runway. After V1, we'll take it flying and deal with it in the air and plan to come back here. Any questions?
No questions.
Runway 25 left.
Okay, that completes the brief.
Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta, request taxi to be active.
Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta, runway 25 center taxi via November 1, Lima 1, Lima
Ladies
3.
and gentlemen from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. We'd like to extend our welcome on board to you today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
5,372 kilograms.
Seat belts.
On.
Adheres.
Nav.
Barrel ref.
1023 set.
1, 0, 2, 3, set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Lufthansa Lufthansa 114 at stand 34, request pushback and engine start.
Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5.
Over to Tower 136.5, Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta.
Lufthansa 114, Frankfurt apron, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west, Lufthansa 114.
Air India 121 Heavy, cross runway 25 center at Lima 9er. Continue taxi via Mike 14, Lima 9er, November 5, November.
Cross runway 25 center at Lima 9er. Continue taxi via Mike 14, Lima 9er, November 5, November. Air India 121 Heavy.
Before start checklist.
At stand 44, request pushback and
Parking
engine
brake.
start.
Set.
Takeoff speed
Asiana
and thrust.
542 Heavy, Frankfurt apron, pushback approved. Face
V1
southeast.
150 VR
Pushback and engine start approved.
161
Face
V2
southeast.
161 flex temp 57 degrees.
V1 1
Saudia 914 Heavy, cross runway 25 left at Lima North. Continue taxi via Romeo 5, Mike 7, Mike 6.
6 1 flex temp 5
Cross runway
7
25
degrees.
left at Lima
Windows.
North. Continue
Closed.
taxi via Romeo 5, Mike 7, Mike 6, Saudia 914 Heavy. Looking gear. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Asiana 542 Heavy, request taxi.
Asiana 542
Before
Heavy,
start checklist
runway
completed.
25 center taxi via November 3, Lima 3.
Starting engine 2.
Runway 25
Okay.
center taxi via November 3, Lima 3, Asiana 542 Heavy.
Lufthansa 2 Lima X-Ray, cross runway 25 center at Mike 24. Continue taxi via Mike 24, Lima 14, November 10, November 8.
Zusammen mit meinen Kollegen bin ich für den Kabinenservice heute
Cross runway 25 center at Mike 24. Continue taxi via Mike 24, Lima 14, November 10, November 8, Lufthansa 2 Lima X-Ray.
Saudia 914 Heavy, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5, bye-bye.
Finden Sie im Lufthansa Magazin.
Contact Tower 136.5, Saudia 914 Heavy. Have a good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to add my welcome to that of our captain. Together with my colleagues, I will be responsible for the cabin service on your flight today. Please fasten your seatbelt now and pull it tight. Please make certain all other electronic devices with transmission functions are either switched to flight mode or switched off completely. If you would like to know more about using electronic devices on board, please read the information in your Lufthansa magazine.
Asiana 542 Heavy,
Starting
contact
engine
Frankfurt
1.
Tower
Okay.
136.5.
Thank you.
Over to Tower 1, 36.5.
Set parking brakes.
Asiana 542 Heavy.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Meine Damen und Herren, nur noch ein paar Hinweise zu Ihrer Sicherheit. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to acquaint you with our safety procedures. Wir zeigen Ihnen jetzt, wie Sie Ihren Sitzgurt schließen und wieder öffnen können. Druck in der Kabine sinken, fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie eine der Masken ganz zu sich herunter, um den Sauerstofffluss zu starten. Drücken Sie sie dann auf Mund und Nase und streifen Sie das elastische Band über Ihren Kopf. Danach helfen Sie Kindern und Personen, die Hilfe benötigen. In the unlikely event of a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen masks
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Oxygen. Cover your mouth and nose with a mask and secure it by pulling the elastic strap over your head. Then assist any children and people who require assistance. Unter jedem Sitz ist eine Schwimmweste. Auf Anweisung der Crew ziehen Sie die Weste über den Kopf. Führen Sie den vorne angebrachten Gurtarm um Ihre Hüfte und schließen Sie ihn. Ziehen Sie ihn dann fest. Unmittelbar bevor Sie das Flugzeug verlassen, ziehen Sie an dem roten Grip, um die Weste aufzublasen. Wenn Sie das Flugzeug durch ein Notfenster verlassen, blasen Sie die Weste erst außerhalb auf.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
Falls erforderlich, benutzen Sie den roten Mundschlauch,
26% set.
Rudder trim.
Die Signallampe
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
There is a life vest under every seat. When
No truck disconnected. Light has been removed.
Pull the vest over your head. Pass the belt around the waist.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Then pull the belt tight. Just before you leave the aircraft, pull the red tab to inflate the vest.
Clear left side.
Clear right
if you leave
side.
the aircraft through an overwing exit,
Brake
do
check.
not inflate the vest until you are
Pressure
outside
0.
the aircraft.
Mr. 025 Heavy Gate Echo 6 Taxi via Mike 23 Mike Tango November.
Flight control check.
Gate Echo 6 Taxi via Mike 23 Mike Tango November Vistara 025 Heavy.
Neutral.
Lufthansa 1 Uniform,
Full
Start
left.
Victor 136 Taxi
Full
via
right.
Papa 20 Papa November 11
Rudder.
November.
Full left.
Exit gekennzeichnet.
Full right.
Gate Victor 1,
Neutral.
36 taxi via Papa 20, Papa November 11, November, Lufthansa 1 Uniform.
In your seat you will find an information card explaining the safety instructions. Please take particular note of the location of the emergency exits, which are marked with the word exit. Illuminated strips on the floor will guide you to the exits. Remember that in your
Lufthansa
seats
114, request taxi.
Lufthansa 114, runway 25 center taxi via November 7, Lima, Lima 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, this flight is about
Runway
to
25
fly.
center taxi via November 7, Lima, Lima 3, Lufthansa 114.
Meine Damen und Herren, zum Start stellen Sie bitte Ihre Rückenlehnen senkrecht und klappen die Tische zurück. Passagiere an einem Fensterplatz werden gebeten, die Sonnenblende zum Start zu öffnen. Wir wünschen Ihnen nun einen guten Flug. Ladies and gentlemen, for takeoff, please ensure that your seat is in upright position and your table is folded away. Passengers seated at the window seat are kindly asked to open the window shades for takeoff. Thank you and enjoy your flight with us. Meine Damen und Herren, nun wird nur noch das Kabinenlicht abdunkeln. Sie finden Ihre persönliche Leselampe über
Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy, Gate Delta 4 Alpha Taxi via Mike 23, Mike Mike 14. Hold short runway 25 center.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Dr. Delta 4 Alpha Taxi via Mike 23 Mike Mike 14. Hold short runway 25 center, Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy.
Korean Air 530 Heavy, request pushback.
Korean Air 530 Heavy, Frankfurt apron, pushback approved.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Pushback approved, face north, Korean Air 530 Heavy.
Austrian 215 Juliet, Gate Alpha 23 Taxi via Mike 17, Mike
Taxi
Mike 14.
checklist.
Hold short runway 25
Flight
center.
controls.
Gate Alpha
Checked.
23
Checked.
Taxi via
Flap
Mike 17, Mike Mike 14. Hold short runway 25
Config
center,
2.
Austrian
Config
215
2.
Juliet.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
Korean Air 530 Heavy, request taxi.
Korean Air 530 Heavy, runway 25 center taxi via Sierra 15 Sierra 11, Romeo Romeo 5, Mike 7, Mike Mike 6. Hold short runway 25 left.
Runway 25 center taxi via Sierra 15 Sierra 11, Romeo Romeo 5, Mike 7, Mike Mike 6. Hold short runway 25 left, Korean Air 530 Heavy.
TUI Jet 7 Bravo Echo, Gate Victor 110 taxi via Papa 20 Papa November 11 November 3 Lima North November 1 Lima.
Gate Victor 110 taxi via Papa 20 Papa November 11 November 3 Lima North November 1 Lima 2 Jet 7 Bravo Echo.
Cathay 061 Heavy, Cargo Kilo 10 taxi via Romeo 13, Romeo Sierra 11, Sierra 15.
Cargo Kilo 10 taxi via Romeo 13, Romeo Sierra 11, Sierra 15, Cathay 061 Heavy.
Austrian 215 Juliet, cross runway 25 center at Lima 9er. Continue taxi via Mike 14, Lima 9er, November 5. Cross runway 25 center at Lima 9er. Continue taxi via Mike 14, Lima 9er, November 5, Austrian 215 Juliet. Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy, cross runway 25 center at Lima 9er. Continue taxi via Mike 14, Lima 9er, November 5, November.
Cross runway 25 center at Lima 9er. Continue taxi via Mike 14 Lima 9er. November 5 November, Qatari 7 Quebec Heavy.
Lufthansa 114, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5.
Over to Tower 136.5, Lufthansa 114. Have a good evening.
Takeoff runway confirm. Approach
Frankfurt
path clear
Tower,
of traffic.
Lufthansa 275 ILS runway 25 left.
Cabin crew be seated for
Lufthansa
takeoff.
275 Frankfurt Tower, continue.
Wilco, Lufthansa 275.
Frankfurt Tower, Emirates 9964 Heavy, ILS runway 25 left.
Lineup checklist.
Emirates 9964 Heavy,
Takeoff
Frankfurt
runway.
Tower, continue.
Wilco, Emirates 9964 Heavy.
Runway 25 center confirmed.
Runway 25 center confirmed. TCAS.
TARA.
Pax 1 and 2.
Lufthansa
Off.
114,
Lineup
ready for
checklist
departure.
completed.
Runway 25 center.
Lufthansa 114 Frankfurt Tower, wind 305 at 6, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 114.
Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 712 Heavy, ILS runway 25 left.
Lufthansa 712 Heavy, Frankfurt Tower, continue.
Roger, Lufthansa 712 Heavy.
Takeoff.
Check.
Man flex. 5 7. SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. $100 knots.
Checked.
B1. Rotate.
Lufthansa 275, wind 305 at 6, runway
Positive
25
climb.
left, cleared to land.
Gear up.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Gear up.
Lufthansa 275.
Lufthansa 114, contact Langen radar
Packs
departure
are on.
136.13.
Contact Langen radar departure 136.13, Lufthansa 114.
Turn right, heading 010, Lufthansa 07 X-ray.
Langen radar, Lufthansa 114. Good evening, 1,900 feet.
Lufthansa 114,
Flaps 1.
Langen radar departure. Good evening,
Flaps
identified. Climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, Lufthansa 114.
Lufthansa 8 Papa Papa, fly present heading, climb to flight level 180.
Fly present heading, climb to flight level 180, Lufthansa 8 Papa Papa.
Omen IR 115 heavy, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5.
Over to Tower 136.5, Omen Air 115 heavy.
Lufthansa 114, maintain 210 knots.
Maintain 210 knots, Lufthansa 114.
Lufthansa 07 X-ray, turn left heading 355.
Turn left, heading 355, Lufthansa 07 X-ray.
Lufthansa 6 Charlie, turn right heading 110.
Turn right, heading 110, Lufthansa 6 Charlie.
Lufthansa 6 Charlie, 6 miles from DF680, turn left heading 315, maintain 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 25 left.
Turn left heading 315, 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 25 left,
Flaps
Lufthansa
0.
6
Speed
Charlie.
check.
Very required
Flaps
to have the
0.
seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. This also applies if the seatbelt signs are
Langen
switched on.
radar Thai 922 heavy, flight level 100 with information delta.
Thai 922 heavy Langen radar approach.
Set standard.
Good evening,
Standard cross-check. Passing flight
QNH1023,
level.
expect radar vectors for ILS runway
0,
25 left.
6, 0. Now.
Checked.
QNH 1023, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 25 left, Thai 922 heavy.
Lufthansa 07 X-ray, turn right heading 115.
Turn right, heading 115, Lufthansa 07 X-ray.
Lufthansa 114, contact Langen radar 127.6.
Contact Langen radar 127.6, Lufthansa 114.
Hanseline 153, Langen radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 410.
Climb to flight level 410, Hanseline 153.
Speedbird 955 Lima, contact Brussels control 125.0. Contact Brussels control 125.0, Speedbird 955 Lima, bye-bye.
Langen radar, Lufthansa 114. Good evening through flight level 076
Check.
for flight level 100.
Lufthansa 114, Langen radar identified, climb to flight level 210.
Climb to flight level 210, Lufthansa 114.
Lufthansa 9 X-ray Tango, contact Bremen radar 119.825. Have a good evening.
Contact Bremen radar 119.825, Lufthansa 9 X-ray Tango.
Hanseline 153, Spes 3 Golf, runway 25 left. Report ready for descent.
Spes 3 Golf, runway 25 left, ready for descent, Hanseline 153.
Hanseline 153, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Descend to 5,000 feet, Hanseline 153.
Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Turkish 4 Mike Golf Heavy.
Langen radar, Hanseline 8349, descending via Dev 1 Alpha, flight level 241.
Hanseline 8349, Langen radar identified. Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta, contact Reims control 128.3.
Contact Reims control 128.3, Royal Air Maroc 811 Delta.
Saudi 914 Heavy, contact Munich radar 120.65. Have a good evening.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Saudia 914 Heavy.
Hanselin 4 Romeo Lima, Langen radar, expect Deep 1 Alpha, runway 25 left.
Expect Deep 1 Alpha, runway 25 left, Hanselin 4 Romeo Lima. Langen radar, Hanselin 4 Whiskey Romeo, climbing flight level 239er for flight level 350 direct Doden.
Hanselin 4 Whiskey Romeo, Langen radar identified.
Clear rad nav.
Okay.
Hanselin 4 Romeo Lima, you are assigned flight level 410. I show you at flight level 399er. Climb to flight level 410.
Roger. Climb to flight level 410, Hanselin 4 Romeo Lima.
Hanselin 2489, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Hanselin 2489, bye-bye.
Langenradar, Lufthansa 851, good evening, descending via depth 1 Alpha, flight level 245.
Lufthansa 851, Langenradar, radar contact.
Langenradar, Emirates 29 Victor Super, descending via Space 3 Golf, flight level 106.
Emirates 29 Victor Super, Langenradar identified. Asiana 542 Heavy, contact Bremen radar 125.8, have a good evening.
Contact Bremen radar 125.8, Asiana 542 Heavy.
Hanselin 4 Romeo Lima, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1024, Hanselin 4 Romeo Lima.
$1,000 to go.
Check.
Langenradar, German cargo 210 Heavy, flight level 240.
Hanselin 153, contact Langenradar, approach 136.13.
Contact Langenradar, approach 136.13, Hanselin 153.
Hanselin 2 Charlie X-ray, descend to flight level 310.
Descend to flight level 310, Hanselin 2 Charlie X-ray.
Postman 6359 Heavy, contact Langen radar, approach 136.13.
Contact Langenradar, approach 136.13, Postman 6359 Heavy.
German cargo 210 Heavy, Langen radar, radar contact. Air France 21 Romeo, contact Reims control 128.3, bye-bye.
Contact Reims control 128.3, Air France 21 Romeo.
Emirates 29 Victor Super, contact Langen radar, approach 136.13.
Contact Langen radar, approach 136.13, Emirates 29 Victor Super.
Langen radar, Hanselin 3
radar contact. Hansa Line 3 Romeo Lima, descend to flight level 360.
Descend to flight level 360, Hansa Line 3 Romeo Lima.
Langenradar, Lufthansa 62 Tango, descending via speed 3 Golf, flight level 212.
Lufthansa 62 Tango, Langenradar, radar contact.
Langenradar, AGN 3 Foxtrot Tango, out to flight level 150 for flight level 180.
AGN 3 Foxtrot Tango, Langenradar, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, AGN 3 Foxtrot Tango.
Langenradar, Ocean 137 Heavy, descending via speed 3 Golf, flight level 105.
Hansa Line 1 Hotel Romeo Langenradar, expect Elmo 1 Delta, runway 26 right.
Expect Elmo 1 Delta, runway 26 right, Hansa Line 1 Hotel Romeo.
Ocean 137 Heavy, Langenradar, radar contact. Hansa Line 2 Charlie X-ray, descend to flight level 270.
Descend to flight level 270, Hansa Line 2 Charlie X-ray.
Langenradar, Hansa Line 165, flight level 240.
Hansa Line 165, Langenradar, identified. Lufthansa 114, Langenradar, expect Rocky 1 Bravo, runway 26 right. Lufthansa 114, Langenradar, expect Rocky 1 Bravo, runway 26 right. Lufthansa 114, Langenradar. German cargo 210 Heavy, Langenradar, expect Deep 1 Alpha, runway 25 left.
Expect Deebish 1 Alpha, runway 25 left, German cargo 210 Heavy.
Ocean 137 Heavy, contact Langenradar, approach 136.13.
Contact Langenradar, approach 136.13, Ocean 137 Heavy.
Hansa Line 2 Charlie X-ray, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Hansa Line 2 Charlie X-ray.
Langenradar, ABG 71 November, flight level 164.
RBG 71 November, Langenradar, radar contact. German cargo 210 Heavy, D1 Alpha, runway 25 left, report ready for descent.
Depth 1 Alpha, runway 25 left, ready for descent, German cargo 210 Heavy.
German cargo 210 Heavy, descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, German cargo 210 Heavy.
Lufthansa 114, Rocky 1 Bravo, runway 26 right. Report ready for descent.
Rocky 1 Bravo, runway 26 right, ready for descent, Lufthansa 114.
Lufthansa 114, descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, Lufthansa 114.
Lufthansa 114, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Lufthansa 114. Munich radar, Lufthansa 114, descending via Rocky 1 Bravo, flight level 209er.
Lufthansa 114, Munich radar identified. Lost to air 83 Juliet Whiskey, contact Munich approach 136.23.
Contact Munich approach 136.23, lost to air 83 Juliet Whiskey.
Saudia 914 Heavy, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4, Saudia 914 Heavy.
Italian Air Force 3113, radar vectors, ILS Yankee runway 15. Report ready for descent.
Meine Damen und Herren,
radar vectors, ILS Yankee runway 15, ready for descent. Italian Air Force 3113.
Italian Air Force 3113, flight present heading, descend to flight level 150, Ciampino Airport landing runway 15.
Flight present heading, descend to flight level 150, Ciampino Airport landing runway 15, Italian Air Force 3113.
Lufthansa 7 Hotel Papa, contact London radar 127.6, bye bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Contact
ensure that
radar
your seat
127.6, Lufthansa 7 Hotel Papa.
Passengers seated in the window seat are kindly asked to open the window shade for landing. Thank you.
Italian Air Force 3113, contact Vienna Center 124.4, have a good evening.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4.
You have control.
Italian Air
I have
Force
control.
3113.
Are you ready for the arrival brief?
Go ahead.
Our current weather shows nice VFR conditions, and we've got the arrival and approach for guidance and FMS for descent planning to get down to the airport. It'll be an ILS approach. The runway is dry, and we take the first available turn and taxi to the gate per ATC instructions. Once cleared, we can plan to start the APU for taxi in. Any questions?
No questions.
Brief complete. I have control.
You have control.
Air China 965 Heavy, contact Langen radar 127.6.
Contact Langen radar 127.6, Air China 965 Heavy.
Munich radar, Austrian 21 Foxtrot Alpha, flight level 326.
Austrian 21 Foxtrot Alpha, Munich radar identified.
Munich radar, Marabu 6585, descending via Beta 1 Bravo, flight level 110.
Marabu 6585, Munich radar identified. Hanselin to Charlie X-ray, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Hanselin to Charlie X-ray.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Munich radar, Condor 6 Papa Delta, descending via Beta 1 Bravo, flight level 113.
Condor 6 Papa Delta, Munich radar, radar contact.
Munich radar, Asian 3 Foxtrot Tango, good evening, passing flight level 335 for flight level 370 direct talk.
Asian 3 Foxtrot Tango, Munich radar, radar contact.
Munich radar, Lufthansa 4 Mike Alpha, good evening, descending via F1 Bravo, flight level 274.
Lufthansa 114, contact Munich approach 136.23.
Contact Munich approach 136.23, Lufthansa 114. Munich, Lufthansa 114, flight level 100 with information Charlie.
Lufthansa 114 Munich approach, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the Mike transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the Mike transition, Lufthansa 114.
Munich, Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray, good evening, flight level 168 with information Charlie.
Nostro Air 83 Juliet Whiskey, cleared direct Ottersberg VOR, cross Ottersberg VOR at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 left.
Cleared direct Ottersberg VOR, cross Ottersberg VOR 8 or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 left, Nostro Air 83 Juliet Whiskey.
Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray Munich approach. Good evening, QNH 1022. Expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM429 transition.
1022, set.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM429 transition, Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray.
100. Now.
Checked.
Munich Marabu 6585, good evening, flight level 095 with information Charlie.
Marabu 6585 Munich approach. Good evening, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg VOR transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg VOR transition, Marabu 6585.
Lufthansa 114, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022, Lufthansa 114.
KLM 1799, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505, KLM 1799.
Lufthansa 114, cleared direct Mike, cross Meek at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 right.
Cleared direct Meek, cross Meek at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 right, Lufthansa 114.
Hansaline 2489, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022, Hansaline 2489.
Hansaline 2489, cleared direct
approach
DM429er, cross DM429er at or above 5,000 feet.
1-0-2-2, set.
26 right.
0-2-2,
cleared direct DM429er, cross DM429er at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway
no
26
DH
right,
set.
Hansaline 2489.
Aegean 3
low
Alpha,
arms.
contact
Engine
Munich
mode
Tower
selected.
120.505.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Contact Tower 120.505, Aegean 3 Sierra Alpha. Have a good evening.
Hansaline 4 Charlie Lima, contact Munich Radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Hansaline 4 Charlie Lima. Munich Condor 6, Papa Delta, good evening, flight level 0901 with information Charlie.
Lufthansa 98 November, contact Munich Tower 120.505, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 98 November. Have a good evening.
Condor 6, Papa Delta Munich approach, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg VOR transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg VOR transition, Condor 6 Papa Delta.
Munich, Hansaline 9932, 3,900 feet, with information Charlie.
Hansaline 9932 Munich approach, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg transition.
QNH1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg transition, Hansaline 9932.
Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Munich, Lufthansa 1769, descending via NAPS 1 Bravo, flight level 068 with information Charlie.
Lufthansa 1769 Munich approach. Good evening, QNH 1022. Expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg VOR transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg VOR transition, Lufthansa 1769.
Marabu 6585, cleared direct Ottersberg VOR, cross Ottersberg VOR at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 left.
Cleared direct Ottersberg VOR, cross Ottersberg VOR at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 left, Marabu 6585.
Condor 6 Papa Delta, cleared direct Ottersberg VOR, cross Ottersberg VOR at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 left.
Cleared direct Ottersberg VOR, cross Ottersberg VOR at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 26 left, Condor 6 Papa Delta.
Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray.
Munich Hansaline 1 Hotel Romeo, flight level 168 with information Charlie.
Hansaline 1 Hotel Romeo Munich approach. Good evening, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM 429er transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM 429er transition, Hansaline 1 Hotel Romeo.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Munich, Croatia 436, flight level 096 with information
Hi,
Charlie.
Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Croatia 436 Munich approach. QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg transition, Croatia 436.
Dolomiti 78 Alpha, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Dolomiti 78 Alpha, have a good evening.
Nostro Air 83 Juliet Whiskey, contact Munich Tower 120.505, have a good evening.
Contact Tower 120.505, Nostro Air 83.
Activate approach phase.
Have a good evening.
Munich, Shamrock. 3 Lima Kilo, flight level 166 with information Charlie.
Shamrock 3, Lima Kilo Munich approach, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM 429er transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM 429er transition, Shamrock 3, Lima
Lima Kilo.
Munich Dolomiti 2, Echo November, flight level 095 with information Charlie. Dolomiti 2, Echo November Munich approach, QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg transition. QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 26 left with the Ottersberg transition, Dolomiti 2, Echo November. Dolomiti 2, Echo November, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022. Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022, Dolomiti 2, Echo November. Hanselin 2, Charlie X-ray, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1022, Hanselin 2, Charlie X-ray.
Hanselin 2, Charlie X-ray, cleared direct DM429er, cross DM429er at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 26 righter.
Cleared direct DM429er, cross DM429er at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 26 right, Hanselin 2, Charlie X-ray.
Dolomiti 2, Echo November, cleared direct Ottersberg, cross Ottersberg at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 26 left. Cleared direct Ottersberg,
Flaps
cross
1.
Ottersberg at or
Speed
above
check.
5,000 feet.
Flaps
Cleared
1.
ILS runway 26 left, Dolomiti 2, Echo November. United 761 Heavy, contact Munich radar 120.65. Have a good evening.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, United 761 Heavy.
Munich. Lufthansa 114, established on final approach.
Munich, easy 96 November.
Lufthansa 114, affirm. Hanselin 2489, contact.
Over to Tower 120.505, Hanselin 24.
Hanselin 1 Hotel Romeo,
Descend to flight level 120, Hanselin 1 Hotel Romeo.
easy 96 November Lima.
QNH 1022. Expect the ILS runway 26 right with the DM429er transition. Easy 96 November Lima.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked.
Munich
Flaps
Air
2.
Malta 309. Good evening. Flight level 057.
Air Malta 309, Munich departure identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Air Malta 309.
Air Malta 309, Munich, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 31.
Expect radar vectors. ILS runway 31, Air Malta 309.
Lufthansa 114, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Gear down.
Over to Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 114. Munich Tower, Lufthansa 114,
Cabin
ILS
crew be
runway
seated for
26 right.
Lufthansa 114, Munich Tower, wind 275 at 6.
Radar
Runway
altimeter alive.
26 right, clear to land.
Check.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land, Lufthansa 114.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Munich Tower, Marabou 6585, ILS runway 26 left.
Marabou 6585, Munich Tower, continue.
Roger, Marabou 6585.
1,000.
Check.
1,000.
Information Delta now current, QNH 1023.
Munich Tower, Condor 6 Papa Delta, ILS runway 26 left. Condor 6 Papa Delta, Munich Tower, continue. Wilco, Condor 6 Papa Delta.
200. Minimum.
Munich Tower,
continue.
Hansa Line 9932, ILS runway 26 left.
Hansa Line 9932, Munich Tower, continue.
Wilco, Hansa Line 9932.
40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
November 373 Golf Golf, exit right at Bravo 4.
Exit right at Bravo 4, November 373 Golf Golf.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decil.
Nostro Air 83 Juliet Whiskey, exit right at Bravo 4.
Exit right at Bravo 4, Nostro Air 83 Juliet Whiskey.
Munich Tower, Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super, ILS runway 26 right.
Lufthansa 114, exit left, next available taxiway.
Exit left, next available taxiway, Lufthansa 114.
Marabu 6585, wind 265 at 5, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Runway 26 left, cleared to land, Marabu 6585.
Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super, Munich Tower, wind 265 at 5, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super.
Lufthansa 114, contact ground 121.908.
Ground 121.908, Lufthansa 114.
November 373 Golf Golf, ramp 165 taxi via Bravo 4 Tango Bravo 11, Sierra 5 Whiskey 1.
Ramp 165 taxi via Bravo 4 Tango Bravo 11, Sierra 5 Whiskey 1, November 373 Golf Golf.
Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super, gate 111 taxi via Alpha 6 Mike Alpha 4, November 2, Charlie 1 Whiskey 1, Charlie 4, Echo 1.
Gate 111 taxi via Alpha 6, Mike Alpha 4, November 2, Charlie 1, Whiskey 1, Charlie 4, Echo 1, Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super.
Europa 1518 Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Europa 1518.
Lufthansa 114, request taxi to the gate.
Lufthansa 114, welcome to München Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignments.
Wir wünschen Ihnen hier noch einen schönen verbleibenden Tag oder gegebenenfalls eine angenehme und sichere Weiterreise. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to keep your seatbelt fastened until the captain has switched off the seatbelt signs above your heads. We and the entire crew would like to say goodbye to you now. We thank you for having chosen Lufthansa and Star Alliance and wish you a pleasant stay here and, above all, a safe one.
Request ramp 165, Lufthansa 114.
And auf Wiedersehen.
Lufthansa 114, ramp 165 taxi via Alpha 6 Mike, Alpha 4 November 2, Charlie 1 Whiskey 1.
Ramp 165 taxi via Alpha 6 Mike Alpha 4 November 2, Charlie 1 Whiskey 1, Lufthansa 114.
Europa 1518, taxi for departure.
Europa 1518, runway 26 left, taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5, Sierra 6, Sierra Bravo 13.
Runway 26 left taxi via Echo 1, Charlie 5, Sierra 6, Sierra, Bravo 13, Europa 1518.
Marabou 6585, gate Bravo 117 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Echo 1.
Gate Bravo 117 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Echo 1, Marabou 6585.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
Hands align, 2 Charlie X-ray, ramp 321 taxi via Alpha 6, Mike, Alpha 9er, November 3, Whiskey 226 Blue, Echo 3 E3 Blue.
Ramp 321 taxi via Alpha 6, Mike, Alpha 9er, November 3, Whiskey 2 D6 Blue, Echo 3 E3 Blue, Hansaline 2 Charlie X-ray.
Hansaline 9932, gate 121 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango, Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5.
Gate 121 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango, Bravo 7, Sierra 6, Charlie 5, Hansaline 9932.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima, stand 215, request pushback.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima, Munich ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima.
Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic. Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super.
Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Emirates 7 Hotel Romeo Super.
Condor 6 Papa Delta, ramp 196 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango, Bravo 11, Sierra 5, Whiskey 1. Ramp 196 taxi via Bravo 4, Tango, Bravo 11, Sierra 5, Whiskey 1, Condor 6 Papa Delta.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima, ready to taxi to the active.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima, runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, Sierra Bravo 13.
Runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, Sierra Bravo 13, Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima.
Dolomiti 2, Echo November, gate 309er taxi via Bravo 4, Tango, Bravo 12, Sierra 8, Echo 2, D3 Orange, E3 Orange.
Gate 309er taxi via Bravo 4, Tango, Bravo 12, Sierra 8, Echo 2, 3 Orange, A3 Orange, Dolomiti 2, Echo November.
Charlie, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Over to Tower 120.505, Charlie.
Europa 1518, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505, Europa 1518.
Taxi light off.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima, contact Munich Tower 120.505.
Contact Tower 120.505,
Parking checklist.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey Lima.
Parking brake or chocks.
Set.
Engines.
Off.
Are you sure about that? Wing lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
The boarding requested.
Cabin crew, all doors and parking.
Hanseline, 1 Hotel Romeo, Gate Bravo, 224 taxi via Alpha 6 Mike, Alpha 9er, November 3, Delta 1, Delta 12, Center 2, Whiskey 2.
Getty Bravo 224 taxi via Alpha 6 Mike, Alpha 9er, November 3, Delta 1, Delta 12, Center 2, Whiskey 2, Hansa Line 1 Hotel Romeo.